My name is Jess. We're going to go through a really quick little flow, something you can do every day to greet the sun, called the sun salutation. So we're starting off in child's pose. As you can see, her knees are wide to the edges of her ribs, and her big toes are together, touching behind. If this extended child's pose bothers anything, you can support your head with a block, or bring your knees together and run your arms alongside the body. So she's just coming into her breath, in and out through the nose, settling down, preparing for this practice. And when you're ready, just come on up to hands and knees. Spread your fingers, plant them underneath the shoulders. And you're just going to start a few rounds of cat-cow. You can do with your eyes open or closed. So you're going to exhale, drop chin to chest, move the middle of the back up to the sky like an angry cat. And then on your inhale, look up and sink the middle of the back down. Feel a stretch to the belly, the chest, the tailbone lifts. And then curl. Start to engage and pull up and in from the core. And feel into each vertebrae of the spine, flexing and then rounding. And when your spine feels ready, you can tuck your toes and lift your hips and find downward facing dog. So just drop the head. We say a lot, it's getting out of our heads, right? So you can shake the head side to side, up and down, shake your tail, wag your dog tail. Bend one knee at a time. Whatever feels good to just arrive in this position, feel into any areas of tightness, stiffness, breathe into it, and gently start to open. And then from here, just gonna get a little bit more active. You're gonna pull forward to plank or high push-up. Yeah, and then just start to drop the hips down and pull the belly up and in, embrace a little effort in the practice, engaging and firing up through the core. Good, and then when you're ready, just take the hips up and back and come back into downward facing dog and just let it all go. We're gonna start to build this with breath. So on an inhale, ripple forward, high push-up or plank. And then it's an exhale, up and back as you pike the hips and drop the head. Let's take one more here. Go forward on your inhale, length, and then exhale, bring it up and back. Good. Bend your knees, look forward, and then just walk your feet to your hands for ragdoll. So the feet are hip-width distance apart. You can keep your fingers on the ground or grab opposite elbows. And take a sway side to side, pulling the belly up and in, bending the knees if you need to protect the low back. And the tailbone goes up and the crown of the head goes down for a nice spinal release. Yeah. And then find some stillness at center. Take one more breath. Release the fingers to the ground. Now bend your knees and push your feet into the floor to come rolling up one vertebrae at a time. So your head is the last thing to come up. Yeah, you can never go too slow, but you can go too fast. So take your time, feel into everything. And at the top, just take your hands to heart. One of the best things to do, breathe. And we practice this style of breath quite a lot. You're gonna inhale, open your mouth, ha. Yeah, in between each sun salutation, feel free to just release and that exhale. Release your hands, sweep them up to the sky, palms together, inhale, and then exhale, fold all the way to the earth, fingertips graze the ground. Walk your hands up to your shin bones, yeah, for halfway lift. So you just crawl your hands right up the top of your legs. Take a breath in, move your heart, your chest wall forward, tailbone back, and then walk your hands back down. You can plant them on the mat. And then just step one leg at a time, come back to plank. Let's take the knees, chin, chest to the floor for this one. Bend the elbows right into the sides of the body. And then take a little cobra. Come onto the tops of the feet, press them into the earth and lift the heart, flex the spine. Come on down. Press your hands into the ground, bend your knees, and come into downward facing dog. Then take a deep breath in. And let it all go. One more breath here. And then bend your knees, look forward, and step your feet in between your hands. For forward fold, you can have your feet together or apart. Walk your hands up the top of the legs, halfway lift. And then exhale, fold, release, drop the head. Your choice now. You can roll up the spine like you just did, or you can sweep the arms out to the side and come all the way up to the top. Palms together, float all the way down to the heart. Take a breath in. You know what to do. Ha. Good. That's sun salutation A. And you can repeat that if you'd like on your own. I'm going to show you B right now. So you're going to take your hands to heart just to start and have a seat like you're sitting down in a chair. Right. And then tuck the tailbone underneath and open the heart. And then if it feels okay on your back, you can start to bring your arms up and straight. Yeah. So the directions you're thinking of going is low. Yeah. And then back. So there's this balance that takes place. If you go too far back, you're going to end up on your bum. If you go down too far, you're going to end up reaching and pitching forward. So just a little bit at a time of each. And it's so much fun. She just wants to stay here forever. But we're going to move on. Breathe in. And then breathe out and just dive forward, straighten the legs, letting it all go. Inhale, halfway lift. And then plant the hands and step back one leg at a time. This time, keep your knees up and chaturanga. Sweep forward, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Breathe out. Take your right foot, step it to your right thumb. Your left foot spins to 45 degrees and your hands reach forward and up for warrior one. Okay, take a breath, fill up. Yeah, open the heart, look up. Exhale, one more breath. And then hands to the mat, chaturanga, however you want to do it, knees up or down. Good, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot forward to the left thumb, spin your right foot to 45, reach up and forward, breathe in. And then exhale and stay. Bend deep into that knee. Good, and then reach up and back and look up and go back. Inhale. And then hands down, framing that left foot. Bring it back as you glide through that chaturanga dandasana. And downward facing dog. Good. Take the knees to the floor. Nice and wide, big toes touch. Extend the arms out, child's pose. So you have one round of sun A and then one round of sun B.